But we are, 2 weeks away from pitchers and catchers, something like that?
Yeah. We are 25 days away from the first spring training game against the Yankees.
Things are trending up for this baseball team. And the GM, who sounds exactly like the Birchie kid from our website, and have him on the air on occasion, Jeff Greenberg, is on the morning show. They signed Colt to that 6-year, $28 million contract, who's been tearing up the Tigers minor league system, considered one of the top prospects in baseball. Has really developed nicely for a 5th-round pick. Can we pen him in at second base? Here's what the GM said. I think this is exciting. I think this is very exciting because they deemed him worthy of this contract. Now, it's a little bit of test to the new regime to see if they know what the hell they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because at this point, it feels like it'd be a pretty massive disappointment if he isn't the starting opening day second baseman.
Well, once you give him the contract, yeah. I mean, I think people thought would have thought before this, okay, he's going to compete for the job at spring training. Maybe he gets it, maybe he doesn't. The Tigers have seemingly been very patient with the prospects, and maybe he gets a call up in May or late April. We'll see. But no, they went ahead and were proactive about this, give him the long-term contract before he's had a single game affecting his service time. And it shows confidence in him. And there's reason for that confidence. He had a heck of a year last year between AA and AAA, when this guy was basically a 300 hitter with a well above 900 OPS on the season and launched 27 home runs a season ago with over 100 runs driven in. And that's pretty good. So he's going to get that opportunity. They've moved him from third base to second base. He's had some shoulder issues. So it's easier on his arm to make the throw from second as opposed to making it from third. He hits righties and lefties pretty well. He's got every opportunity to win that job. And, it's unfortunately puts some other guys on notice, but I don't really care because this is the prospect. This is the guy that tore it up and deserves this opportunity right now. So the other guys, McKinstry and Vierling and the like, okay, you guys are going to have to step up your game and show that you belong on this roster and you want that job, to go take it. But Colt Keith's going to get every opportunity to earn it. But he is going to have to earn it.
248-539-9797. Let's go to Ryan. You're on 97 on the ticket. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
All right.
I want to talk about Cole Keith. I don't know about this move. Look at Casey Mize last year. Or not last year, but the last couple of years. We thought this kid was going to be a stud. Didn't he throw back-to-back no-hitters in AA?
So I don't know if you heard the thing about Casey Mize, and I said it early in his career, and I wasn't happy about it, but I got people in the game that have spent a lot of time analyzing pitching motions, rotations, where the elbow is, where the arm is, when their front foot lands, and all this stuff. And his injury predictability was high. And the previous regime drafted him anyway. The previous regime seemed to be pretty dismissive of this science. Some people are. Others really believe in it. I hated it at the moment, but I said at the time they should trade Michael Fulmer when he won Rookie of the Year because he was a high injury candidate. And I said it when they drafted Casey Mize because of the motion. And sure enough, he's had repeated injuries. I don't know that has anything to do with projected path of success for Colt Keith, though.
Yeah, I think position players and pitchers, it's hard to make those kind of comparisons.
Yeah, one is in pitchers. I mean, what's hurt Mize is injuries more than anything.
I mean, there's a consistency with Colt Keith and what he's done throughout the minors, being an everyday player when he hasn't been hurt, missing time. I mean, he's a 300 career hitter in the minor leagues. His OPS in his career in the minor leagues with almost 1,000 at bats is 894. He's proven at that level that he's done as well as you can expect. So, they could, why not bring him up? Spent 67 games with AAA last year and did just fine with Toledo.
I like it. Now, I have another question. What do we expect from the team this year? What's the goal?
So the over-under is 80.5. Didn't we talk about this yesterday? It was 80.5. Last year they won 78 games, so they're expected to be a little bit better. I love that the Athletics singled them out as the team most likely to hit the over. Because you start getting over 500, that means you're playing games in August and September that matter.
I would expect them to be better offensively that they'll have a little bit more power. Colt Keith could help to provide some of that, but I think there's also going to be a consistency effort there. And, there's no Miguel Cabrera in the lineup, which means you can rest guys periodically, play them at DH, whether it's Kerry Carpenter or maybe Justin Henry Malloy makes the team this year. Chris McCoskey had a piece in the Detroit News about that. The path for Justin Henry Malloy to make the roster on opening day. You've got additions. Mark Canha in the outfield is another addition, a guy that they can get on base and help them out. But it comes down to health. Are you going to be healthy or not? Can Javi Baez, can he do anything for this team? He's a big piece because they're paying him money. He took the obviously he was going to pick up the option because he wants to play here and wants to make the money. But he's got to earn it, and he's been brutal for the Tigers in the middle of that lineup.
If they stay healthy and live up to the expectation.
And that's just the offense. The pitching is a whole other issue.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns there.
Yeah.
But the over-under for the Tigers is the second best in the American League Central. So it could be a fun season, getting back into the mix here a little bit as far as competing.
I mean, look, he asked the question. So, I mean, for my early expectations, this team's a better than 500 team.